Hi guys, it's me, Lunar, I'm still alive. Welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Console Mods, episode 187 for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So first of all, what do you guys think of E3 so far? To be honest, I'm not very excited about the future of Xbox. If I was 10 years old or I loved indie games, but the most powerful console ever and only games that could practically run on my Nintendo 64, I think Microsoft needs to replace some of its staff. Also Bethesda, no new IP and paid mods. I think that's almost as bad as the Microsoft showcase, to be honest. I'm not paying for mods and neither is anyone else. The biggest and best part of mods for any game is that you can play the vanilla game and then replay with the mods and have a brand new experience at no expense. So far E3's been very disappointing, but let me know your thoughts on stuff in the comments, guys. Maybe I'm just being too cynical about it all, but let me know what you think and we can just jump into our first mod. Our first mod of the day is called Half-Elf New Playable Race. Although offspring from elven and human parents are rare, when they do arise, they are born with the potential for greatness. Their blended blood gives them magical resistances and slightly raised base levels of magicka. They have a dark vision power that allows them to briefly perceive the world around them, even when in total darkness, and they are naturally charismatic. This mod adds a new playable race available from the start of the game, the Half-Elf. It allows players to combine a mixture of human and elf features as well, so nose, eyes, mouths and skin tones, etc., to create a detailed and personalized character. This mod is designed to be relatively minimalistic, so there should be a few and hopefully no conflicts. A few new elves have been added to bandits and other NPC lists, so there is a slight chance of meeting other half-elves while you are adventuring, but there are minimum to reduce the amount of conflicts, and also to reflect the fact that half-elves are uncommon in Tamriel. Ever wonder why your armors won't show amulets? Well, now you can see them mostly with this mod. Some armors still won't show them though, but the list of armors affected so you can now see your amulets are steel armor, wolf armor, the Nord plate armor, and the Nordic carved armor, and this is compatible with UMP armors as well. Next up we have faster loading and FPS, and these changes are slightly different than any of the other FPS increase mods out there. This one removes the fade time for actors and the player on moving towards a different cell. Moving towards a different cell increases the load time as you had to wait for the fade time before the cell even began to load, so this removes that, and also it removes the specular from most ground textures to provide more FPS. So if you're looking for a boost to your game's performance, especially if you already have loads of mods installed and you already have some FPS mods and performance improvement mods already, then you could check this one out as it does some stuff slightly different. Our next mod is the Northern Star Retreat. The house is located on the shore of the Pale, west of Dawnstar, in a snowy and solitary place. The icon of the house will appear on your map, no need to discover it, and it's also free of charge. The key is in a little urn just behind the Azura altar down on the shore. Now the unique thing about this house is that it has some features that can be changed. There are a lot of possibilities, buttons and levers in order to let the player choose between several options. For example, the follower room contains 7 beds that can be individually changed into coffins. The 24 weapons display in the dining room can be individually changed to be 1 weapon rack, 2 weapon rack, 1 shield rack or 2 shield racks. The mannequins up to 14 can be disabled and replaced by trees and pots, or just nothing at all. So this is some of the options that you get, and there are loads of other examples. For house features, well, you get a kitchen, a dining room with display for weapons and shields, up to 48 depending on the type of display you choose, trophy room with display for priest masks, claws and paragon gems, mage room with enchanting, alchemy and staff enchanting tables with display for bugs in jar, lexicons and attunement spheres. Study and library with bookshelves for 198 books and display for black books and elder scrolls. A master bedroom with display for unique jewelry, articulation amulet, Galder amulet, Saint Jub locket, Kind's token, Savasaran amulet and the Sarthal amulet, and access to private terrace as well. Blacksmith workshop, a pool, follower room with 7 beds or coffins like we already talked about, and finally there's an option for a kids room depending on the version you download. So this is the family friendly version. There's also another version that comes with the exact same house except it doesn't have the kids bedroom. So overall a very cool player home and worth checking out. This mod adds new magic to the game, 7 different types. Now all of these spells are based on fire damage, and so it causes fire damage as well. Damage is also reduced by magic resistance as well. These magics will temporarily bring down the opponent's armor rating if you use them. If you require a magic, you can create several wands. If you're looking for the void magic, you can get it at the merchant in Dragon's Reach called Emptiness Man, and he sells the following spell tombs: Void Armor, Void Ball, Void Bolt, Void Healing, Void Light, Void Shots, and Void Storm. All the spells, as you can see, do various damage or effects. You can reflect damage, you can reduce enemy armor, or you can heal yourself as well. And the healing one does actual damage and it heals you at the same time. So if you're looking for a new type of magic in game, then you can check out this mod. Our final mod is called Bolgans. Bolgans are an ancient race that once lived in all the provinces of Skyrim, coexisting with the Snow Elves and the Dwemer in peace. When the Nords and the Giants arrived in Tamriel with thirst for conquest, the Bolgans were decimated and almost extinct. The Dwemer, the only ones capable to stand before the Nords, most in part because they lived in so different locations and have much different interests, offered the Bolgans help and protection, pretty much the same they've done to the Snow Elves, but in the Bolgans' case the intention to use them as living weapons in the battlefront. Once common in all provinces, herding their boars that they used in savage fights, one of their principal cultural traditions, now only a few Bolgans can be seen prowling some dwarven ruins entrances, using some of the equipment given to them by the Dwemer ages ago to make them stronger and still more fearsome in battle. Nord legends tell that an adult Bolgan can defeat with ease 2 or 3 dwarven centurions if they want to, suffering almost no damage, also from their dangerous steam attacks. So the mod adds into Skyrim 5 different types of Bolgan: the Thug, Butcher, Charger, Beastmaster and Tanker, and they get stronger with each one. Small Bolgan camps outside of some dwarven ruins, also some of them are working as mercenaries to some bandits and warlocks in some forts. Some Bolgan Chargers also guard the exit to the Kidna Mine on the Forsworn main quest. Fight mechanics, well, you need to find out how to defeat them, so there's new battle mechanics that you need to figure out in order to defeat the Bolgan. Good loot. And there's also a new creature, the Dwarven Armoured Boar. So the mod adds in a bit more immersion to the game by adding in some new wildlife, some new creatures and lore, and it's definitely worth checking out. Well, that pretty much covers all the stuff for today's mod video. I will of course be showing mods I missed from the last week. Pretty much all of them will be Xbox mods, as the amount out for PS4 in the last 7 days was very low. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, a like and comment is appreciated, and if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with all the latest Skyrim mods, be sure to hit subscribe where you can see plenty more similar content every day. But for now, thanks for watching, and you guys have an awesome day.